I'm just curious. I know it's not going to load, but I'm still curious. That's a lot of mods. Not to mention all the dependencies I can't see. Four hundred and 18 mods, huh? 37 gigabytes. That's a lot of mods. If my computer melts, I'll see you next week, I suppose. It'll crash before it loads. I'm pretty sure. Oh no, I'm just not talking for some stupid reason. I don't know. That's funny. I didn't even realize I wasn't talking. Oh my god. That's some funny shit right there. Oh my god. That is funny. Seriously, that is funny. That is some funny shit. Uh, yeah, I don't know what made me decide to try to melt my computer again, but yeah, that's correct. But the server is only running 80 mods, maybe 90, not 417. Basically, what it is the game's already downloaded and categorized all the mods. Whether it actually loads or not is of no consequence to me, really. With all the thunderstorms and lightning that we've had, the power's going to go out. It does every year. I just hope the generator will start this year. I've been having problems with it. And I haven't even been out in the shed to look at things in over 2 years. I haven't really been able to bear going back into the workshop without my dad being here. Because it's where all gunsmithing equipment and jewelry equipment and welding equipment and woodworking equipment is. Stuff that my dad and I used to do together all the time. Up until about 2 weeks before he died. I haven't even driven his truck since he died. That was back in 2018 or so. Kind of sad. It's definitely trying to load. This is going to be interesting. I'm hoping it crashes soon so I can log into the server. Hello to whoever just joined the stream. We're waiting for my computer and Space Engineers to try to load 417 mods, or about 38 gigabytes. Anybody want to take bets on when it's going to crash? Not if, it's going to. But anybody want to take bets on how long it's going to be before it crashes? I'm saying it'll crash just before it starts to load. And then it's going to just waste all that time and crash. If it loads, I am going to be absolutely amazed. Because basically what I've done is all the mods that I have loaded on the computer, or that I'm subscribed to, I'm trying to load into one game. So I'm checking to see if it's going to make my computer melt, which I'm pretty sure it will. Because I have a lot of mod conflicts and stuff like that that I have to watch out for normally. But I just threw them all in there and said, okay, load. It's been quite a while. It's been a half hour at least. Yep, they just got banned. They just got banned. And they just got banned. It's already been about a half hour, to say the least. I hate those idiots that are fucking pasting into the channel. Want to become famous? No, I'm not trying to be famous, fucking idiots. I'm from California. I know all about the fame. Want nothing to do with it, thank you. Holy crap, that was a big ass possum. Motherfucker must have been about 15 pounds heavy. Yeah, I see the back porch light come on. Yep, there we go. 31 minutes, 9 seconds. Yeah, I block and ban them. I mean, now if they offered to make me infamous, that might be something. But I want nothing to do with being famous. into the server. Well, locally, no, it's not. But I don't want to do anything to end up in jail, you know. I want to be the good kind of infamous. Don't want to hurt nobody. Don't want to do no wrong. Somebody's trying to flood me. So I think whoever it was did not like being banned or blocked. You ought to see my router. It's just going freaking apeshit right now. I might lose connection. It looks like a whole lot of different IP addresses at one time. So they're using a botnet or something. My ISP should. Now the game server is spamming me with socket exceptions. So my computer might crash. My ISP should recognize it here in a minute. They'll handle it. Because that type of thing is a federal felony. And they will do an Osama bin Laden thing to get felons. At least Trump will. You can tell. You can tell how bad I'm being flooded. Well, looks like I'm going to have to close the ports on my computer for a bit. I know whoever was doing it had 3 bots. At least 3. They might have a lot more than that, but they were only using 3 at a time. Okay, so let's go back to exit Windows. Let everything stabilize. That was quick. Okay. So bring up the server again. Steam. Wait for it to populate. There we go. Things are back to normal. Double check. Reorganize. Where the mods are at. Okay, so on plugins, remote client console, service settings, okay. Okay, maintenance, don't need to worry about that. Save and exit. Well, somebody's back. Hello, welcome to stream. Thank you for joining. The Loading 417 mods crashed the game after 31 minutes and 9 seconds. So, can I load all my mods all at one time in one game? The answer is no. That's right, I was building a ship. That's right, I was in the process of building a ship on the server. I think I chose Alakazam. That was the ship name. It's a mobile-based ship. that I modified is based off the SOBI mobile base ship blueprint. Oh, I hate those pills. Oh, they do weird things to my head. Mostly the nighttime pills. And I don't take a lot of them. I only take like 9 pills, but missed a call from the doctors about the CT scan. Um, they said that they wanted to talk to me about it, and they've scheduled some referrals based on the CT scan. So, yeah, well, that's never a pleasant thing. I shouldn't be surprised though. I mean, I'd been seeing a lot of doctors prior to my dad dying, and once my dad died, I just stopped going to all my doctor's appointments and missed all my appointments, and I was in sad shape after my dad died. And then it dawned on me at some point I was being an idiot for my wife. So I decided to start taking care of myself. Oh, I did. Oh, right on. That was the first time in my life I'd actually lost anybody that I was that close with. It was the only person I was that close with. So I'd never been through that before. I've not ever. I mean, I've actually helped people die of their own accord through renal failure. Most were diabetes patients. 2 of them were Alzheimer's. I think there's maybe 15 people that I used to care for altogether that came to me because they liked the way that I cared for the other individuals. And I didn't even get paid for it. I did it because nobody else would. Nobody else was strong enough to. But at some point, it started getting to me, seeing all the loss and the sorrow from other families. I kind of walked away from it. I mean, it could have been a really good business, I'm sad to say, because people were coming to me out of the woodworks. I don't know why. I really don't. But I guess I treated people with dignity and respect, caring, kindness, and love, whether I knew them or not. I treated everybody the same. I treated everybody like they were a member of my family and that I've cared for them for years. For me, that's easy to do to other people, especially people that haven't done me wrong. I even cared for my best friend besides my dad. I've had one. His name was Ed. Ed Hannawalt. He was born with a heart defect and heart disease. And they didn't expect him to last past being 18 or so. And I met him just after we graduated high school. I'd been out of the service for maybe 4 or 5 years. And we met racing cars. He couldn't believe my pickup truck beat his Maverick. Of course, I couldn't believe his Maverick beat my Ranchero. But that's how we became friends. And then here about 10 years ago, 15 years ago, the heart defect caught up with him. Of course, he was doing drugs too. He liked to do crank. He liked speed. Speed motorcycles and fast cars. That was him. Hell of a mechanic. I walked back into a bar after street racing somebody and just died where he stood. Body fell in a bunch of sawdust, just the way he kind of would prefer it. Oh, he was. He was a fun-loving, easy-going. You didn't screw with the people he liked or cared about or was friends with, because he'd go to prison for anybody that he cared about. If somebody disrespected a friend of his, you wouldn't hear him say a word. He wouldn't say nothing. He wouldn't lose his temper. He wouldn't get belligerent. He'd just stand up and he'd look at the person and then proceed to beat the living crap out of him, no matter where he was at. Didn't matter if he was in a courthouse. Didn't matter if he was in a bar. Unless you were somebody like me, I could tell when he was getting ready to do something stupid like that. So he always wanted me to go to the bar with him because I could tell when he was getting ready to do something stupid. And plus, I was the only one that knew how to take him down without hurting him. He was big too. He was 6'4", weighed almost 300 pounds, and he wasn't fat. I've seen him lift the back end of full-size pickup trucks. I mean, this guy is huge. He was almost as big as his Maverick. He actually had to take the seat out of his Maverick and use a cutting tool to cut off all of the braces on the seat, and then cut out a hole in the driver's side floorboard and extend it 4 inches, just so he could sit in the Maverick. The driver's side looked kind of funny because that little section where you sit in the compartment on the driver's side, it was almost flush with the bottom of the fucking what do you call it, the drive line. It was great. Yeah, he wasn't always the smartest person. I mean, we used to play poker with fake money. We'd print off 1s and 10s and 5s and 100s and stuff like that. And we'd play poker. We had a group of 7-8 people, kind of like a D&D thing. And it was all fake. And it even said, "This is not real money." Right on the printout. I did that with everything. Well, his girlfriend, I guess, got the bills mixed up or whatever, and went to the store to buy some beer, and she used the wrong bills. And she used the fake ones, and the clerk, instead of saying anything about it, he waited until she left, and then called the police, and they were both arrested for passing counterfeit bills. Well, she was the only one that accidentally did it. But because he had like 30,000 fake bills in his house, they got busted, And it wasn't until their lawyer finally called me about 2 years later and had me go to court, they got out of jail because nobody believed them. But I took in the file copy of the printout that I used to make the fake money. And there was me and 3 of the 5 other guys. We went into court and said, no, this is what we used to use the fake money for. And he just kept it all. Well, he actually won it all. And whoever won all the money was the custodian of it until we played poker again. Well, that was the last time that we'd played poker because he had all the fake money and I didn't have a printer anymore. And then after he got out of jail, we went to Bakersfield and we started up an auto detailing shop and a service business for taking care of cars. Not a mechanic shop because neither one of us were certified mechanics, but we could do just about anything to a car. We had all the tools and all the welding equipment, all the tech equipment, the smog equipment, all of it. But we were backyard mechanics, kind of thing. And then we had somebody from a resort from California come in, and they were looking around at our ingenuity and whatnot. They decided to hire us both as a team. So we ended up going back to the California coast, a place called Avila Hot Springs. And they offered to make us a supervisor, and I said, well, unfortunately, Ed's a better mechanic than I am. And I don't like being in a position of authority. I'd just rather be a worker bee. So they made Ed a supervisor, and they made me a subordinate, and we were their maintenance team. We took care of all their hot spring pumps and filters and repairs to the pool and the massage areas and stuff like that. Oh, we had a great old time. Those female masseuses, they were hot. Oh my God. And some of them, they were a fun ride. They'd share secrets about the guys. And then, of course, if one shared a secret, they'd all have to find out for themselves. So it basically, we were young, dumb, full of cum, and we were hot for anything that would spread their legs. And there was a lot of spreading, trust me. It was good to be young. It was a hell of a ride. I mean, when I tell people some of the things, just some of the things that I've done in my life, they look at me and say, no way. I say, yes way. My life, I have done everything I have ever wanted to do. I have experienced every experience I've ever wanted. I've been an adrenaline junkie, sex fiend, all my life, until the diabetes took hold of me. And now my Audi became an innie, and I'm happiest just sitting in front of the computer playing Space Engineers, drinking rum. I don't really give a shit as long as people don't interfere with my home and don't bring their drama inside my house. I'm fine. I don't trust cops anymore because of the way the local cops have treated me and the local sheriff's department have treated me. Because of my next door neighbor and the lies from my next door neighbor, who tried to have me killed by a cop incidentally. As long as those people stay away from me and don't invade my space, I've got no issue with nobody. You invade my space, I'm going to kill you. I'm too old and not physically capable of defending myself. So self-preservation says my only choice is to shoot to kill. And I have a lot of different kinds of weapons that shoot things. All the way from air guns to really big boomsticks. I'd rather not use any of them, but, hey, you don't always have a choice. Game is ready. Okay, been sitting here recollecting and reminiscing and wasn't even paying attention to the server loaded. Okay, so let's see. How long has that been? Well, it's only been an hour since I've been streaming. And I finally logged into the server. Yeah, I'm 100% sober now. I'll probably be up until 9 o'clock in the morning. Be right back and get some coffee. Nothing like cold black coffee to get you going first thing in the morning. Okay, I'll shut down or turn off the server view as soon as the game loads. I do this from time to time, so it gives people that have never worked with a server an idea of of what you should see when you're using a dedicated server. Also helps them feel comfortable about asking questions if they're trying to learn how to run their own server. Because it can be pretty daunting. That's going to be funny because this right here, don't share that with anybody because that's going to allow people to take over control of the server. And I'm kind of aware of that. Let's just say I'm prepared for it. it's not an invitation. It's not me giving my permission. But I don't expect somebody to try to break into my house any more than I do for them to try to break into my computer. That one. CPU load 351%. Looks like somebody's tried. Okay, well, they're going to be in for a rude awakening. Oh, 367. 215. Uh-oh, look out. Oh my god. My sim speed is going nuts. Holy crap. And it should kick in about now. Here we go. I think they got me this time. Yep, they got me. much it crashed the server that time. Kind of figured they would. Once I saw the sim speed drop like that. So I had to generate a new key and restart the server. Well, let's see if ISP does their job or not. They probably won't. No, my luck, because I'm a nobody. Sorry about the noise. Doing a little bit of winter cleaning on my desktop here. I am one of those cluttered, disorganized people. But it's an organized mess, I swear. I know where everything is at, or pretty much where it should be on the desk. So I'm kind of curious, what is my router going to say to me this time? Probably shouldn't have closed the window. Should have left it open. Still. Come on. The messes I get myself into. uh, let's see here. Port scan. Oh, nothing. No, no, that was 118. A little over an hour ago. From 203, 192, 226, 26, 18. 3-port scan, 12, 13, 113. So they're trying to break into the computer still. Time sync, sync flood. They've been hitting me with a sync flood. That's how they've been getting me. Oh. That's a new one. I'm gonna have to look into that. That's a new one that I've not ever seen before. Oh, okay. So it wasn't somebody hacking my computer. It's actually my ISP is having issues. Ah. That's why I've never seen it before. Some kind of synchronization problem. And I'm right near one of the main hubs. I'm like 8 blocks from it. And what it's supposed to do is when I start having connection problems, it's supposed to automatically switch me to a non-problematic connection. But if the main trunk is down, it's going to give me synchronization errors because it can't find a connection to synchronize with. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense, I suppose. So all this time I'm thinking that it was somebody hacking my computer tonight, and it's actually my ISP that's having issues. Huh. Yeah, that's the error that I was getting. Still waiting for the server to. It's almost there. So let's see. What can I find out about it? I'm hearing the phone ring. Sounds like a cell phone in somebody's pocket. If you are lurking about, I would suggest you go somewhere else. This is not the house you want to fuck around with. Just saying. Good morning. Okay, so let's try this again. Oh yeah, my connection is shit. just changed. Oh. Oh, okay. Game ready. Finally. Just time to find out that there's a new firmware upgrade for my router. Holy shit. That's some funny shit. Oh, the universe is conspiring against me to play not to play Space Engineers tonight for some reason. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to refresh the stream. I will be right back. It's going to be about 3 minutes. Be right back, I promise.